Give a call to the honourable member for Mackellar.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is for the Minister for Environment and Water. In a July Press Club address about the State of Environment report, you stated global warming multiplies environmental pressures everywhere. The IPCC, the pre-eminent international body on the science of climate, again just 2 days ago emphatically stated that there must be no new fossil fuel projects if we are to meet our Paris Agreement obligations. Does the government accept or reject the IPCC advice? Thank you.
Give the call to the Minister for the Environment. No, just the Deputy Leader of the Opposition. I thought we'd been through this, but I'll go through it one last time. When a minister is approaching the dispatch box, just when you're approaching the dispatch box, it is not appropriate to interject. I give the call to the Minister for the Environment and Water.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And I want to thank the member for Mackellar for her question, because I know that she cares passionately about the environment, about nature and about climate change. And of course on this side we share her concerns. We know that the IPCC report is important, and it's important that we take note of its implications globally. Australia certainly has to do its share to make sure we get to a net zero planet for our kids and our grandkids, for human beings and for nature. So I thank her for her question, and I reassure her that we take her concerns seriously. We need to put Australia on a new path towards a renewable energy future. We believe that. That's why we're doing it. That's why the best and most important thing we can do as a parliament is pass the safeguard mechanism so we can get to net zero. Mr Deputy Speaker, those opposite spent almost a decade in denial. If they had acted when they could have, we would be a lot further down the path towards a decarbonised future than we now are. They had 22 separate energy. The only place they actually overachieved was in coming up with energy policies. Sadly, they didn't land a single one. We are on this side boosting renewables as a share of our electricity grid to 82%. As the minister says, 82% in 82 months. That is a huge achievement. $20 billion for rewiring the nation. 6 new renewable energy zones in Newcastle, the Illawarra, Gippsland, the Bass Strait, Bunbury, Western Victoria. We are changing our environmental laws so that we can get these new renewable projects through the pipeline more quickly. We've got $3 billion in the National Reconstruction Fund of that $15 billion fund for low emissions technologies, and no new funding for coal and gas from that National Reconstruction Fund.
The Minister for Infrastructure will cease interjecting. I can't hear the Minister for Environment. The Minister has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. We're supporting electric cars. We've signed the methane pledge. We've passed laws to protect the ozone layer. Decarbonising Australia is a massive job, but we are getting on with that job by constructing new renewable energy projects, by upgrading our poles and wires, by transforming our grid and getting cheaper, cleaner, renewable energy into our homes and businesses. It's not just good for the environment, it's actually great for energy self-reliance as well. And if we had started this massive job 9 years ago, when we could have, we'd be a lot further down the track now.